Assalamualaikum everyone and welcome to Talk Series by Izma Nidal. So basically, I'm today very happy and excited to tell you guys that we are a family of 10,000 followers on Instagram, and these followers are not only from Pakistan; these are from Dubai and in India. People are watching me, and once I got to know that I have pretty much big following here, so I just really don't waste these followers, and I really don't want to waste their time as well. Apart from my personal life and my fashion life as well as my business life, I really want to help you people out there that by achieving your goals. And how it will be possible, these are the things I'm going to tell you guys, that I really wanted to do something very educated that you people can achieve from my Instagram, and my followers will be happy to see such podcasts. So we decided to launch talk series with Izma Nidal. This will surely gonna help you guys. How? So I got to know that my demographic says young teenager girls, boys, and even the adults are following me. Even the kids are following me on Instagram. So I came across with the idea so that I can, literally help them out for their interest. Like few people are going through depression, anxiety. People are looking forward for their career, their goals, but they're very confused how to achieve them. Some few girls are literally excited to be a doctor in future. So what I thought about that, maybe because I do have a few connections, so maybe I can take so many guests as a speaker, and you people as my followers can ask me questions. So you simply need to ask me questions. I will be asking those questions to the guest, and it all will be for free of cost. So isn't it that amazing that you people will be taking care, like everything? You can ask anything, and whatever is in your mind, because whenever you go to any kind of consultant session, so what do you feel? You have to pay. And once you are in your teenage life, you are not ready to, or you cannot manage to pay a lot of for a lot of things, and your dreams remains the dreams. So what I want is, because I started my career the same way, and people at that time, my teachers, my mentors, they do help me. So I want to be that same person for that. I am this platform will be for you people. We will be sharing the entertainment videos with my husband, because people do love it. So I will be sharing that as well, I promise. I will be sharing my fashion life, my personal life, as well as my business as well. But this is the main platform for my Instagram will be main for the talk series. From now it will be the talk series from Izma Nadal, and I will be bringing on so many mentors, like it can be a doctor, it can be a social media mentor, anything and everything you want me to bring. You just need to inbox me, and I will make sure that I'll be bringing the best speakers for you for the motivation and all. So I won't be taking you a lot of time. This was the whole concept of talk series by Izma Nadal. So today is our first podcast, and let me introduce you guys to Miss Lesia. Can you come on the camera, Miss Lesia?
Absolutely.
So, hi, how are you?
Wonderful. Lovely to see you here.
So, guys, I'll just be taking 1 minute more, and then I will hand over everything to Miss Lesia. She is an amazing. She's our first guest for the first time on our podcast at Izma Nadal Talk Series, and she's an amazing mindset mentor and a scientist on brain. She actually helped people here in Dubai that overcome your fears and a lot of things. People are pretty crazy to book her appointments, and I'm so glad that promotions, then nothing like paid content and something. She is, giving us proper time today. And yes, this is all it. And she will be helping you guys how to achieve your, you can say, goals, and how to work on your emotions, how to work on your brain. So this is it. And over to you. Let me know what are you up to these days.
Thank you so much for this introduction, Izma, because it was so powerful and it's inspiring seeing you being so committed to share the value with people.
This is the most asked questions from so many people, that how to say no. People are, some people are very patient, and they are very, kind of, you can say, emotional at things. They cannot say directly no to people. So what do you think? How can we say no? And what do you suggest?
Yeah, it's a very common issue, and a lot of people struggle with it, and it's so connected to setting boundaries. And a lot of people have this people pleasing pattern of behavior, which when we are trying to make everyone happy, forgetting about ourselves and hurting ourselves actually. And the example can be when, for instance, we are walking on a street somewhere in Dubai Marina. It's a beautiful view around, and we just enjoying the moment. We are with our loved ones, and then someone asks us to take a picture of them, for instance, and we don't want to do it because we want to be with our loved ones. We just don't feel like doing it. It's normal. But in order not to disappoint someone else, even an unfamiliar person, we say yes in order to pretend like I'm a good person, and not choosing ourselves but pleasing someone else. This is a pattern of behavior which are programmed inside of us since childhood. But fortunately, all those patterns programmed in our bodies since childhood, which do not serve us in a good way, which make us feel miserable sometimes, they are easy to reprogram. And I'll give two exercises which will help us to change this pattern. Ask ourselves, once you feel like you need to say no, but it's so hard for you, it's so uncomfortable because it's so uninhabited, just remind yourself you are not responsible for other people's feelings. You are not responsible for what they feel because they regulate themselves. And once you tell it to yourself, I am not responsible for other people's feelings, then this pattern becomes easier to overcome. And then you can say what you truly want to say, not what that trauma, childhood trauma living inside of us, wants you to tell them. Tell yourself in your head once you feel like you can't say no to someone. Am I going to protect other people's feelings now? Or I'm going to protect that scared little girl inside of me, my inner child? This is the question which changed everything. This is the question which changed your mindset in 1 second. Am I going to protect other people's feelings now, or that scared little girl inside of me, who is your inner child, who is traumatized and scared in that moment?
You're right. So we need to ask ourselves as well first, that if we are okay with it, then only we are going. Because if we don't know somebody, why should we please them, right? Just for being the kind person or for being a good person, but we are not being us, right? I won't be being me if I'm doing such things. So yeah, this works, I guess. I'm gonna try this one. So let me ask you another question. Okay, so there's a girl in my follower list, and she is having such kind of difficulties whenever she's doing something. Like for example, she's starting blogging. Okay, so she's failed in that. She loved to do the teaching and stuff. She had a word with me that I cannot disclose her name, so I'm just gonna tell you that for since she got married, she was a very bright student when she was in school and in her normal life. When the day she got married, right after got married, we have some kind of problems, like maybe from the in-laws or from your family, even from your husband, from your inside kids. There are a lot of problems, so she cannot come over those problems. Also, this is a main problem, that whenever she tries something new or something she like she love to do the blogging. She literally follows me a lot on so many things. So when I started blogging, like around 3-4 years back, she tried to do the same thing. and she saw me that I am growing, but she is not growing. So this was the point that it became her failure. I am trying to help her out since a long time, but then again, she's not getting the views, she's not getting the comments and all. So she is feeling super depressed about it. Then she moved on and she left kind of blogging. She pursue her as a teacher. So she had a experience background, and she go for the teaching experience. Now she's also feeling that, and these are the two things that she really love to do. This is nothing like she's not forced for that you have to go for the job, but she's super now depressed and anxiety. She's having a lot of anxiety just because she cannot set her focus on one thing, or maybe she cannot set her priority. So this is the main question: how one can set her priority and focus on what she really want to do.
I always recommend my students to use a wheel of balance. A wheel of balance is this picture which we can find on Google. It actually looks this way, and when you insert the wheel of life or the wheel of balance on Google, we can find this picture. And this picture shows us our most important life aspects, which are relationships, career, business, finances, health, adventure, traveling, spirituality, connection to God, prayer, these important parts of our life. And what I suggest your student is every time she plans her day, I'll ask her and I suggest her to set a goal to invest in each life aspect, which means invest in each life aspect every day. So not only focusing on business or only on family or only on self-care, not every aspect of your life every day. And it does not require much time. For instance, aspect of friendship. Sometimes we get so overwhelmed with our everyday task that we forget about our friends and lose connections with them. And in order to invest in your friendships, it requires 5 minutes a day. Just texting a message to your friend that I appreciate you, how do you feel, or texting them.
That's great. I hope she is listening. It will probably help her, and I'll just pray for her. One thing I really want to add, because once I asked for the questions, a lot of followers, I thought that they are comparing, they're comparing their life to another life of the person, because you have no idea from what kind of situation they are going from. But Instagram and maybe YouTube and something, they people do show you a very fancy life and very fancy look, everything. This it seems like a fantasy, right? So the young girls, this is for you, that they are pretty much confused, and they are very much influenced by the different influencers that they're traveling here there. So I believe you have to earn it before, and this is the major, the one thing I feel. This is the you are a patient of complex. You're having a complex by some other's life. So you need to earn your life first. You need to work on your goals. You have to, because they have also earned, right? If they are working on the content, on they're traveling, they're not traveling for free. So I believe you really need to focus on yourself. Then you will be somewhere in your life. Once you will start earning, you have to earn yourself. Nobody will come and give you in the plate that this is for you, and you can enjoy your life. Everybody have to earn. I literally have earned a lot of things in life, but I'm still not there where I thought I want to be. So I will earn more. I cannot depend on my husband. I cannot depend on my family. I really need to work on myself. That if I want something, my husband or my family or my siblings, they are not responsible for that. I am responsible for what I want, because literally, if this is the main concept these days, that people are watching somebody and they literally want exactly the same thing. So this is my message, that you really need to earn that, because people earn that and then they come to show you guys that they have earned that. So this is the main concept. So let me go towards another question. Are you ready for that?
This is powerful. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So the other question is how to overcome anxiety and fear while talking about anything in front of large number of people,
Mm-hmm.
like a lot of university students. Even I was one of them, that I was pretty much, you can say, I didn't have any kind of confidence, and I cannot talk to people for the large numbers for my presentations. You have to, present yourself, and you have to be confident at that time. So how do you see this? How can people can, come over this anxiety and fear, like talking to a large number of people?
Yeah, this is the public speaking fear, which is so common, of course, and it's again wired in our bodies because we fear speaking in front of big audience as well as we fear death. It's actually connected, and it's wired deep,
Mhm.
deep in our ancient brain, the oldest part of our brain. And the way to reprogram it requires two steps. First, doing it consistently. Public speaking, training it consistently, and I recommend every day just turning on the camera on your phone and starting speaking to this camera just for yourself, but training it every day for at least 10 minutes.
Okay.
And second step is to watch as much videos on public speaking on TED Talks, for instance, as possible. One video on public speaking a day, watch it, and one video of yourself training your skill of public speaking. And this way we reprogram that fear. This is it.
This is a great thing. This will boost our confidence, right?
Yep, absolutely.
So it will be the probably the last questions: how to glow up physically and mentally. This is for me as well.
Mm-hmm. This is a great question because we all want to look better, to feel better. It's about glowing up physically and mentally. It's when we feel lighthearted, when we have inner peace, and how we look outside is a reflection of what we feel inside, of the inner work we've done. Today, when I just met you, I noticed how beautiful you look. Like you are glowing, and it's because of how you feel inside. It's so connected, and I believe this is why your followers are very interested in how to glow up, just because they see you as an example. And for you, I know that you've done some steps. You mentioned your coaches, your mentors. You've gone through a way to working on yourself. That is why now you are here and you're leading people with you, shining and showing them how they can move to this level too. And glowing up starts with doing inner work, and it's about noticing all the negative thoughts, all those fears, anxiety, and constant state of depression. It all makes us feel, not only feel, but also look with empty eyes, look tired. It all starts with the mind. And the first step to start unleashing our natural state and healing is to start writing down and analyzing your behavior, and then start with YouTube. So many great content on YouTube where you can learn so much how to heal yourself. And I will link my YouTube channel with lots of great videos of how to finally clean up that mental mess and to glow up on the all levels. That's what I would suggest.
Ah, this is amazing, because sometimes even I feel, really low at times, that I really don't want to work on my business. I really don't want to work on myself. So this is a very normal thing. Even we do feel such things, having a lot of things on our plate, like we are living a perfect life and alhamdulillah everything is perfect. But then again, sometimes we do feel, but we have to, make sure about the positivity. We have to separate the negativity and the parts. So yeah, this is an amazing concept that we have to do it, and I will be sure working on it more and more, because sometimes I also feel super negative, because since I'm very far from my family. I do miss everybody there in Pakistan. So it's a very normal thing. There's nothing like you feel depressed and anxiety. This is very normal. This is not a disease. This is not something you cannot talk to somebody. So this was the reason I invite you, because people are super they're kind of they hesitate actually to talk to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
They can talk to everybody, but they won't be talking to the concerned person. They won't be going to the psychiatrist. They won't be going for the mindset mentors, because they feel like we are perfectly fine. But I believe if there is something in your heart, in your brain, that is not letting you go through what you really want to achieve, your goals. So you really need to talk to somebody who is, experienced in that. And you really need to talk to somebody who will help you go through this, who won't be, taking care of you. Because right now the situation is people cannot just simply listen to you. They'll just listen to you, maybe they will give you a few advices. So I would recommend everybody to, contact Miss Lesia. And yes, she will be giving you discounts as well if you are having a quote of, we decided 20%, right?
Yes, and let's use the code ISMA for 20%
Okay.
discount.
So, if you guys are interested to have an amazing session with Miss Lesia in person, so she will be guiding and, telling you each and everything. You can just share your thoughts with her, whatever you feel like, and she's here to answer everything. This was the session just one on one, and I ask all the questions you people. But if you really want to, have a separate session with her, you can directly, message her on Instagram, and I will be sharing her Instagram link, her YouTube link. Just go subscribe her and talk to her according to anything and everything. She will, you have seen how she, answered each and every question of from our side. So yeah, this will be the code. You will be getting the 20% discount on Izma. It says Isma 20. So you can just give me my reference and she will be taking care of it. Is that right?
Absolutely.
Okay. So thank you so much for, taking a lot of time for us and answering all the questions so nicely, so deeply, because I am in love with, your mentorship, and I really like each and everything, and my followers would love it. And yes, thanks a lot.